It's time for Ripto! And by Ripto, I mean Spyro 2. I was gonna play Spyro 1, and then I saw, oh shit, today's the 24th anniversary of the OG Spyro 2. Let's play Spyro 2 and Reignited.
Okay, so I just found out something fucking crazy.
Yeah?
Like, I mean, honestly, what are the odds that this would happen? But it makes me remember things easier. So you know how it's fucking weird that the that anyway.
You're so excited about
So
it.
I am excited. I am. So like, you know how it's fucking weird that the anniversary of Spyro 3 is on John Cassier's birthday?
Uh-huh.
You know how that's weird? Okay, so the anniversary of Spyro 2 is on Danny Cooksey's birthday.
Duh. And
I didn't know this, and now that I know this, I will never forget. And also, the fuck are the odds that his birthday would be right the day after the anniversary of Shaolin Showdown?
huh? That's funny.
What are the odds of this? Of any of this?
That's hilarious. Yeah, Challenge Showdown is 20 years old now. We were just watching some last night. It was a lot of fun. We have 5 episodes to go before we've gone through the whole show together. From beginning to end, all the way through. We got Joshua, Musa, and Jace. Hello, dudes. John Cassier is the voice of the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, whom
Yes.
Aaron adores fully.
Adores fully, that's a good way to say it.
That's probably an understatement. And then, what's his name? Danny Cooksey?
Yes.
That's Jack, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Jack Spicer from the Shaolins. His name is so weird. That's I always forget it. There he is.
It's weird.
I've never heard the last name Cooksey. Jumpy Studios, hello. Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. Okay. I was like, where's the rest of your message? I'm like, is my chat messing up? What happened?
Hope you.
Hey guys, hope you. Oh no.
Oh god. Oh no, what happened?
Jumpy! Don't
Is
leave
that
me!
voice Enrico's? Take a giant pause. Yeah.
I love completing this game 100% as this is my favorite game in the classic trilogy. Nice. That is how I feel towards Spyro 1. I like can't play Spyro 1. My idea of a casual playthrough is still going through at 120%. There's no way I can't.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to not do that.
Now, can I actually let you guys in on a tiny little secret? Because I feel I've said this
Oh god.
before. Don't die.
All right.
Oh, I'm still black. Wait a minute. Do we know
What?
what's the black code? What's the black
What's
cheat
the
code?
black code?
What's the cheat code for Black Spyro? I haven't played this since we did our freaking Spyro 1 run. Our Sparkless Reignited run.
I'm still black.
Well, you know what they say. I can never go back now. Alright, give me a second. I'll explain things in a minute. Let's see. I want to go back to normal looking little purple Spyro. Accidentally hit send, yeah. I get that. Oh, come on. I need access to the cheats. There we go. No, excuse me. Fuck, I messed it up. Nope. Oh, I had it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had enough time. Cool. Let you guys in a little secret. I actually didn't start 120%ing Spyro until my teens, my teen years, because
No way. That's really not that surprising at all.
Well, because I used to, once I started to learn Crash 1 as a kid, I could beat that game, like, super easily. But with Spyro, it's a bit of a different story, and it harkens back to the embarrassing story that I told you of what happened to my original copy of Spyro 1. Because,
That's right.
and I remember it very vividly because it happened not long after my 8th birthday. So my 8th birthday is something, recently, I forget what it was in. I think it might be our upcoming Share Play episode. I recounted the story of how I got my Game Boy at 8 years old. And, it was the first birthday we celebrated without my grandpa because he passed away a few months prior and stuff like that. But, freaking, we used to keep the PS1 games. There were a couple PS1 games we kept outside of their, like, cases, but they were up on, if any of you guys, I don't know, every household's different. If in any of your guys' houses, if you do have this, you'll be able to relate a little bit at the very least. Have in your hallway, like, a little hallway closet for, like, I don't know, like, paper towels or toilet paper or, like, towels and shit.
A linen closet?
Yeah, I, I don't know the name. I didn't know the name for it, so I just called it the hallway closet. Yeah, we would keep some games up there for some reason. I guess that was just our little compartment for them. And not long after I gotten my Game Boy and everything and all that died down, it was probably a couple days or like not even a month after, I was looking for a game and I checked in the closet and then Spyro kept falling out because it wasn't in a jacket, it wasn't in a case, it wasn't in anything. It was just kind of exposed there, open, chilling up on like the top shelf. And I was at 8 years old. I'm not that tall, so it was kind of a reach for me to kind of like toss it back up to the top shelf. And then I was trying to still sift around for whatever game or whatever I was trying to get, and it kept falling, and it started to really annoy me. So in this dumb little bout of like frustration, I was like, stupid game, and I'm like, I took it in one hand, I was just kind of punching it with the other, but my punch was too strong, and I fucking broke my game. And it's so, stupid kid me. I want to go back and fucking kick myself in the ass for that. It's so bad. And then Aaron's gonna hate it all the more because, oh, my original very first Crash game, even though it's scratched and old and can't play anymore, I've got it all up on my wall because it was the first game I ever played and I'm displaying it. But Spyro got broken and messed up.
I'm all pissed off because you framed Crash 1 and you broke Spyro 1.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
I'm so embarrassed and I'm so mad at myself for it. I hate it. I hate that I did that.
What the hell is there an ant on here?
There's an ant on you?
There's an ant on my tablet.
Oh. But yeah, that's the sad, tragic story of what happened to my original Spyro 1 copy. Of course, I've got all the Spyro games on hand and on disc and everything now, and in their cases, and their cases are nice, and I have the manuals and everything. So I got a new copy some odd years or time later. That was the thing, though. It was some years before I got another physical copy of Spyro 1. And therefore, I had to play the digital copy I had gotten on the PS3. And if you go back on, I want to say it's West Side Studios, my other collaborative channel with my friends and stuff. We used to do trash talk and all that stuff on there. You will see like one, because I did a walkthrough of Spyro on this channel. It was a like voiceless, like commentary-less walkthrough. But before that attempt, I tried doing that very same thing on West Side Studios, and it was right around the time we were getting out of high school. At that point, I hadn't played it in a while, Spyro 1, so I actually I couldn't remember the levels beyond, like, those found in Magic Crafters. So, and yeah, I never got very far as a kid through Spyro 1 Um, because it was a little tougher for me, I guess, to like get through Spyro 1 with how big in 3D it was versus Crash 1, where it was just much more linear and the levels were shorter. And my mom was the one who used to play Spyro 1 a lot. And she got really far. And she actually almost got to Nasty Nork, but because of my dumbass, or rather she was at Nasty Nork, but couldn't beat him, and thanks to my dumbass, she never got the chance to in the original game. So I just, as a sort of like, hey, sorry, I was a fucking idiot and destroyed my own copy. Uh, I got it reignited, and it's been a while since she's played it. Her fingers and whatnot, awesome. You know, I mean, she doesn't have arthritis, but when y'all's get older and then your fingers are like.
Yeah, I feel that already.
So my mom can't play games for as long as she used to. Now you guys think that, oh, that was a weird glitch. Glad that icon has disappeared. That must mean that the prompt is gone, right? Not so.
That I can't get it up. Not so.
they never took the trigger off from here when he leaves. It's the only trigger, I think. Hold on, is that the only trigger? Can I talk to him over here, quote unquote? I think it might be just that one. Yep, it's just that one. Somebody didn't do their job. And the playtesters never caught that shit. Alright, Prince Adam. Prince Alan.
It's Alan.
So my mom in Reignited got as far as... I think she's in Magic Crafters right now. And that's the furthest that she's been in Spyro 1 in a very long time. Ever since I was a kid. Oh, Frankie, hello! Everyone says that this is the best Spyro game. Honestly, I have no idea why. Maybe it's just because I never owned this game as a kid, but I don't really see why this is better than 1 and 3.
I think Ripto. Honestly, I think people just. I've often heard people say that this one has the best quote unquote story. I don't think that's true. I think 3 has the best story actually. But like I think it's just memorable. Honestly, I think it's just memorable because of Ripto.
Well, the NPCs and everything, because that was a new thing for Spyro.
But like, all of it was new, and like, it all returned, and
that's true.
The thing is, I don't understand when people say that they don't like this game either, because I've heard some people say like, man, I don't even like Spyro 2 at all, and I'm just like, why? Like,
yeah, that's weird.
I can understand when people say that it's their favorite, but like, when people say they don't like it at all, I don't get it.
Do you guys think classic style Spyro could work as an open world game? I absolutely think so. More and more games are coming out now where I'm like, I want to see Crash do this, or I want to see Spyro do this. And like with Spyro specifically, and these can be small little things that other games do. So like, for example, I would like, which, granted, Spyro already kind of does this, but I would like to see Spyro do its, if it's going to be open, but yet still have like a central hub system and other like, God, trucks are, is it garbage day for you over there?
Yeah, it's garbage day.
I'm losing my train of thought. Spyro. I would like to see Spyro kind of take on its sort of exploration and going through levels and shit, kind of like Mario Wonder did it, which is weird to say, but hear me out. A blend of like how Mario Wonder handled it and how even Hero's Tale kind of handled it. So let me explain. I really like that, you know, because both Twin Sanity and Hero's Tale kind of they're like the partner games to each other, and so just in the fact that they did something that's kind of similar, had similar tones and what have you. So like, they both went a little bit more open with the exploration and with the big all wide environments and stuff. And with Spyro, that meant ditching like levels per se, and so there aren't really many levels you can go to via portals, but all the big hub worlds are all kind of meshed together now, and they're all interconnected. So you can find the exit out of one or the entrance into another or whatever the case is, and that's cool. Because Spyro didn't, of course, do that before then, and so because of that, I thought, okay, well, even though it was a little confusing in Hero's Tale because the map was pretty shit, it would be cool to kind of refine that system and do it more like this, like classic Spyro, like really classic Spyro, and kind of, do that. And then also what Mario Wonder does is it, at some point, just goes, hey, you know what? You've been collecting a lot of shit already. Choose where you want to go. Choose what world you want to go to next, right? So even though, like, maybe they'll have two, like, interconnected paths, or if you can only get there by, like, balloonist for nostalgia's sake, or something else, maybe at that point, that dude could take you to two different spots, but then they give you the option. And then you can only grab, like, what is required to grab to go to the next world, and then you can just go there, right? That'd be cool to see in a Spyro game. So I absolutely think that a Spyro game with classic gameplay like this can have a more open, interconnected exploration type of exploration, and I think that can work. I would love to see that. It'd be something a little different, that's for sure. Oh, so I was gonna say something earlier too. I went to my brother's room this morning and I congratulated him for making it into Tekken 8 because his name's Victor, and the new character they showed off today was named Victor Chevalier. He's a French guy who looks like Colonel Sanders, and I was like, he's voiced by some French actor. I'm like, who's this guy? I've never fucking heard of him. So I IMDb'd him. I'm like, yeah, he's in a bunch of shit I don't know and don't care to watch. He was in, like, Ocean's 12 and 13. He was in Black Swan. Those are the only real recognizable things that I heard of. Never seen them. Don't care to watch those films or whatever. Then I found out he was Robin Hood in the Shrek 1.
Ha 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 ha!
And I was like, okay. That's not random at all.
So funny.
What? The only thing I do recognize. But why? So now I'm gonna, you know what? Fuck it. Robin Hood is in Tekken 8 now, as far as I'm concerned.
Robin Hood's in Tekken. Isn't that already Yoshimitsu?
Yes. That's why he has the sword.
Copying him.
It's all interconnected. That's why.
He's just copying
That's
him.
why Victor Chevalier has the sword.
Victor Chevrolet.
Chevrolet. Yeah, what was the funny thing you said? I was like, I guess all the weaponry now is just allowed in Iron Fist. It's not just Yoshimitsu or Kunimitsu
Yeah,
anymore.
I was like the iron weapon in your fist.
In your fist. That was so good. Let me know too if the sound is too low or if it sounds just right with the game, the in-game audio, because I can churn that up if you need it. But if all is good, then yay. Sounds like an awful childhood experience, probably a valuable one. I remember when I angrily broke something accidentally and learned my lesson through instant regret. Yeah. Well, the funny thing was that I threw the pieces of the disc. It cracked like perfectly in half. So I threw the two pieces. This is irony at its fucking finest, and karma. So I broke the disc because it wouldn't stay every time I tossed it back up onto the top shelf. Once it broke, I threw it back up one final time, and it fucking stayed. And then my grandma found it later. Like I don't know if it was that day or just some other, like, maybe a couple days after. Because I didn't tell anybody. And then she was like, what happened here? And, of course, because I'm a stupid little nice boy and can't lie, I'm just like, I broke it. And then told my mom, and I got grounded from my Game Boy for 3 months.
I would just say it fell.
Yeah, it fell and shattered perfectly.
Shattered perfectly.
It landed on the edge of itself, which is weird to say because circles don't have edges, and then it broke. So she told my mom, and then I got grounded from my freshly received Game Boy for 3 months.
Freshly received.
Yeah. And that's how that happened. I had just gotten my Game Boy, got to play it for maybe like, I don't remember how long until that happened, and then I was grounded from it for 3 months.
God.
So that was a really awful experience. Oh. Say torch, you fool. What's up, Con?
I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though.
I generally find it really cool how you're having this entire monologue while just muscle memorying it through the game. well, at this point now, I've played these games like a million times over since then. Although I still sometimes miss some gems here and there or whatever in 2 and 3. Usually, if it's reignited, it's because of how, again, the weird collision works, specifically in Reignited. Sometimes there are a few select gems and a few select areas per game where Spark's just like, nah, I'm not going to collect that. And it's like, bro. And sometimes I just have to remember where eggs and, like, other shit and, like, orbs and shit are. Okay, so this is not an 100% run. We're just, like I said, playing casually today. So, fuck hockey. I'm not doing it.
Fuck hockey, I'm not doing it. Tough shit, I'm not.
Tough shit, I'm not. I'll do this. I'll do the little evil spirits. One has the best gameplay, not a big fan of many games with additional mechanics as time goes on. And 3 has the best story, but 2 is overall less additional mechanic heavy, which I appreciate.
See, there we go. It's all
sound can be a bit
balanced.
louder. Okay. Let's see. Actually, instead of doing it from here, I am just going to do it from Streamlabs. Okay, that should be a little bit better. If it needs any further tweaking, let me know. Don't prank me and make me like... I will know at some point when it's going to get too loud, but don't try to get me to make a little bit louder, a little bit louder, a little bit louder, like fucking, and then it overpowers us. Wait, did it happen again? Yep, see? Like this one, for example. Sparks just won't grab that. Whee. Not that anyone's done that, I just found it, I thought it'd be funny to just point out.
Yeah.
Reverse ass controls. Whee. Burp. Burp. Eight, 9, and then 10's in the little thing. Ah, please. Thank you. And 10.
Well scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need.
To be more specific, the sound effects have the right volume, but the dialogue is rather quiet. And the music is like the main thing that could be louder. Okay. Yeah, because everything sounds hella balanced on like my TV, but if it's a little weird on, if it's a little weird in the game. So I'll put this up to 5. Fez, hello! Dialogue, I'll put up to... Yeah, I'll put these both up to 6. Okay. So that should be a little bit better, hopefully. How you doing, Fez? How's it going, dude? Oh, Nationverse, what's up? Ready for the first perfect cut? Here we go. It's coming up.
Perfect cut.
Perfect cut. Perfectly cut shenanigans.
Perfectly cut shenanigans.
Oh, fuck! I pressed the wrong button. No! I fucked it up. I hit X instead of triangle. This is nice. Okay, cool. Damn it. I thought any of the face buttons would work. No, specifically it's triangle. No. Don't talk to me, Zoe. It's shit I already know to do. And what's going on in the world. I can craft a beautiful lady.
I could craft a beautiful lady.
She's dead. Oh yeah, the levels come in pairs. Yeah, I do like that too. And I like how, I think this is, do they ever reference, do levels in Spyro 3 reference other levels? Or is that just a Spyro 2 thing? Oh, I'm fucking dumb. God damn it.
Well, like, I don't think there are sister levels in the same way that there are in this one.
In here, yeah. Because here they're blatantly connected in some way, shape, or form. But I do like that, because I don't...
Although apparently Moneybags can get to Spooky Swamp through the Crystal Islands portal, so I don't know.
Yeah. But the very fact that he references it, right? Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't really a thing that happened in, like, the first game or anything like that. And so, like, here in 2, they really make use of that by having the characters jump around from other, like, they'll say, like, I'm going to the Cloud City gift shop or whatever it is that they say, or whatever the fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's stuff like that. That's cool, because... See, I forgot to learn how to fucking swim before I came here. But, yeah, it's cool for them to reference stuff, because it makes the world feel more full, like everything is connected. So likewise, you can do something like that in freaking an open world new Spyro game, because then it's more like Odyssey, if anything. Mario Odyssey has that, where after a while, I think after you beat the game, you'll see citizens from one like world or region, kingdom, in another, and they'll all just, you know, gather around and do stuff, and have flavor text for you to listen to and stuff, and it's a good time. So that's something that Spyro hasn't done before, to my knowledge anyway. Make sure I really did get everything here. I think I did. Yep. Alright. This idol says he's hungry.
This idol says...
Let's feed him a red one for the walls. Yeah. Funny. That's funny. Sparks is like, you okay, man? No, now I'm feeding him fish. Fish. Fish?
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the car.
I sneezed in his face. I sneezed fire in his face. There is Dragon Shores, you're right. Yeah, that would be about the only instance, I think. Yeah. Where you do see a whole bunch of guys congregating from all these different worlds. Plus bringing the Norks back, which is cool. Stop. It'd be cool, like in Crash, for a new Spyro game to combo enemies into one another. Like if you could charge a dude into another dude.
Yeah.
Little things like that would make a new game stand out. Because that's the one thing I'm hoping that's not keeping, and it probably isn't, but you never really know, like keeping Toys for Bob or whoever, Activision, from like putting in money towards, you know, the budget to a new Spyro game. Like, if they go, what can we do to one up? Because I mean that's where the creativity comes in. You should hopefully have like a bunch of cool ideas, right? But it's also too like, where do you go with a new Spyro game? Because you don't want to do. I really wouldn't want them to do the whole fucking. I always forget the first one. Nope, I'm an idiot. So who's fucking this one first? So from here, can I go green triangle or no? Is that the one? Is that the alternate way to do it? Oh fuck, I'm dumb. I think it's like this. Yeah. I always forget that second way to do it. Dude, well, you know it, I think. Do you know how to do it?
Nice job, Spyro. You're pretty smart.
Yeah, it's the... Well, hold on. First, I have to see your thing first. It's like, what way do you usually do it?
I do it in like a kind of reverse star way. Like I go up and then to the left. Well, not up, but or whatever the fucking... See how I immediately forgot the pattern?
Cause like... Here, let me... I need to look at it like a picture of it.
It's like down, then up here, then left, and then...
Yeah, so you can either start with I believe because he presses the blue start, so yeah, you can either start with the same shape or the same color. I think that's how it goes. Because, like, you can start by pressing, like, the green star. Or you can start by pressing, like, the little, the blue, like, triangle-shaped thingy.
Uh-huh. Okay. Woo. I appreciate these, all the spots, all the, skill points that require you to touch a spot, like a super secret spot, are like a lot easier to do in Reignited than they are in the original.
Yeah. There might be a third way to do it, but I'm not actually sure if there is.
Really?
I thought there
Oh,
was only two
Jumpy
ways.
just said shape, color, or pattern.
Shape, color, or pattern, but I'm trying to think of the other way to do it, because it starts with... Okay, so that's a blue star, so then you could go for the green star. Or the blue... circle, I guess?
Did an extra hop there, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you can go for the blue circle.
Alright guys, time to ride the rocket. No! I can't do anything fun in this stream. Damn it, I wanted to ride the rocket. Fuck. I fucked it up. Alright, we'll
I'm
park
trying to
it.
think of the other way to do it.
When will we get another chance to ride the rocket? I can't remember. The other way to do it is just the pattern backwards because it forms a loop. That's interesting. I've never done it that way before.
Pattern backwards. I'm gonna have to test it.
Yeah. That's a good idea for a short. You just gave Miharu some content. I gave her content when I fucking realized that, what's his face and Cloud Temple's like, I suppose you want to know him for doing that. And it's not Greg Berger.
Yeah, it's totally not him.
And neither of us knew that for the longest. I don't think anyone knew that. Like, caught on to that for, like, ever. And then we were looking stuff up for another video idea, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I had her here, and she was like, what the fuck? Then she made a short out of it. Before we go in there, let me not forget, because I always do, to get the gem. Or, sorry, the orb. Whee. Oh, I missed a gem here too. Oh, a couple actually. It's a good thing I came back here. Bop. Get the orb. There it is. Yay. What version of Spyro 2 has it to where the the orbs don't bounce. Is it the Japanese version? Or is it the PAL version? Or is it both?
I don't know. I didn't think that that was a thing.
Yeah. The little secret hidden orbs, they're just there. They make the bouncing noise, but they don't bounce.
Oh, yeah, but they're just there.
Yeah. It's really funny. I want to say it's the Japanese version.
Yeah, maybe it is.
I can't remember. I haven't played it in so long. Should we stream the Japanese Spyro games? Should I do
yeah,
a...
if you want to play Japanese Spyro 2, be my guest.
Again? Oh, God. Fucking... We'll do, 220%.
Good lord.
It'll be a lot of fun, except it won't. I mean, it'll be okay. It'll be a subpar time. It'll be an okay enough time. I want a pocket station so I can hatch the little eggs or whatever. Why do pocket stations have to be so expensive? Wee. Straight into her it goes. I remember as a kid, because the counter only showed a yellow fish, and I thought only yellow fish were fine, so this minigame took much longer to complete. That's pretty funny. Taking a little icon literally is pretty great.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
I feel like that's something I would do, but I can't ever recall being able, or doing it that way.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I think I just, my, like, brain just assumed, like, oh, red bad.
Red bad, yeah. It'd be hell if, like, the icon showed the thing you're collecting or doing as a different color from the actual things from the objects themselves. So you'd be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Do you want me to do this one only, but I can't find it? That would really suck.
Red bad. What if the fish on the counter was red?
That's
You're
like,
like,
wait a minute.
what the f-
You just told me not to do that. I'm gonna stay away from those guys because they were gonna get me to do some drugs, Los Drogas. Stay away from those dudes. Don't go down that alleyway.
Just stay away from those dudes.
Stay away from them, son. They like the rap music and the baggy pants.
They like the rap music and the baggy pants.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. I took a nap before I started streaming because I was tired as fuck. Ah, yes, the good Hurricane music.
How dare you? I was thinking of what you said yesterday. I'm sorry. It's too late. Put it in the video.
The fact that I just did that to be funny. But the fact that you followed it up was great.
I know. I was
I
like,
didn't expect that.
my brain was like, I've got to follow that up. Do it.
I'm glad you did. No one's gonna know what we're talking about. We'll have to explain
Sometimes
after.
sometimes I can be that funny in the moment, but it doesn't always happen.
See, Aaron, that's called improv. You did it. That was a call and response. Not really, but you treated it as such, and it worked in the comedy's favor.
Yeah,
At
nobody's
my
gonna know what I'm
expense.
talking about yet.
Yeah, no one's gonna know. Oh, they don't know.
It's a secret until later this month.
It's a secret to everybody. Not us, though. I should also, for whatever dumb reason, clarify it. No, it's not a Spyro thing that we know about. No. It's just Miharu's upcoming video. For some reason, I feel like we shouldn't play coy over something that's not... I don't want to get people's hopes up for something. The thing why I want to play Spyro... Why I'm playing Spyro over Crash right now is because I want to get back in the Spyro mood. Because I want to manifest a Spyro thing for summer... Or for Game Awards. We genuinely don't know anything.
Yeah.
But I hope something happens. That would... It's fucking time. It's been time. Ripto and Alora and Spyro and Rumble is going to be awesome, but I really want a new game for Spyro as well. It just so happened to be, too, it was actually more coincidental than anything that I found out that today was the 24th anniversary of Spyro 2.
Yeah, I have forgotten, honestly, because I knew it was in November, but I didn't know when.
I'm a fucking thug, let's go. Fuck.
But now I'll always remember.
Spyro.
I'm a thug, I don't follow the rules. Okay.
I'm telling you, Jill, I'm a thug, a rebellious child.
That almost decapitated me just now.
My life be like, what?
I can do it, guys. I can do it. I've done it before. I know I can do it. This is speedrunner's tactic. Let's go. Let's go! I'm a thug.
Rebellious child.
Yes.
It's literally my Resident Evil OC.
Rebellious child.
Yeah, rebellious child. That's what I said. I'm telling you, Jill. I'm a thug, a rebellious child. Her name is Sophia.
Fuck. Okay.
She's
I'm not a thug anymore.
She and her sister went exploring in the fucking Arclay Mountains because they're stupid. They're stupid teenagers. And then when all the shit started to go down, they were separated and Jill found Sophia. She's like, what the hell are you doing here? We've been exploring. And even though they're stupid, Sophia's still smarter than Jill because she figured out who the villain was before anyone else.
Yeah. Okay, let's read some comments real quick. It's always bothered me how in every single Spyro game you'd encounter metal enemies before they explained to you how to defeat them, but then eventually it clicked. But this is a good design choice, actually. Like giving you an obstacle you maybe don't know how to overcome yet, and afterwards showing you how to deal with it, if you didn't already figure it out. Yeah, that's pretty much classic game design, but,
Yeah, it's kind of the point because, like, you come across them and then, you come across them first and then, you know, you're just like, what the, well, like, you know, I think that's what I was supposed to do, but I want to make sure. And then the characters tell you how to do it, and you're just like, oh, I did get it after all. But then later they do the exact same thing, and it's just like, wait, but I already know this now. Why are you telling me again?
that's why Spyro 2 is pretty notorious for being a good and bad example of good tutorials, because you have to jump over the fucking gap to get to Hunter, who tells you how to the tutorial of how to jump, and
Yeah.
yet, even though they do tell you, like Zoe tells you how to defeat metal enemies, they later give you in Metropolis the cows with the metal shields that you just cannot even charge through, and it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this? I wasn't taught how to deal with this, and like it's something small, but
Yeah,
I like bits like that.
They start giving you examples that, like, you actually can't, like, you actually just can't deal with at all.
And they don't tell you shit, they go, just deal with it. And that's what I like the most. So, yeah. Tutorials are a whole discussion.
I was trying to clean up my keyboard last night, but it didn't really work.
Oh. Mine is nice enough. We'll say that. Oh yeah, the funny crash in the pocket station as well. Yeah, you're right. Can't you like raise a crash? Or he just does silly shit, I
It's a
think.
crash.
I can't remember. Little crash Tamagotchi. Question, do you think we'll get a Laura during Season 2 before we get to Spyro? Some are theorizing maybe we'll get a Laura this month, and then December Spyro to coincide with 4's announcement. I don't know. I'm trying to think, because I know Ripto was the only one they said was coming this season, but that could always be like a, like, we fooled you, more shit's coming than what we posted, because sometimes they'll do that, but I don't know. If anything, they could stretch it out and just go, alright guys, Alora's coming at the end of Season 2, and then Spyro starts in Season 3. Or they both are in Season 3, but Alora's like really early on, and then Spyro's coming a little later. And I think it's going to be hard to coincide with it, because all those dates and plans and stuff have to all happen way ahead of time. But then again, it's more so for just whenever they're ready to show shit, or however they release and announce like Rumble stuff. So they're probably not going to try and get it to coincide with the announcement of anything. But I think we're finally getting Spyro stuff in Rumble that's going to be trickling down as we get closer to the Game Awards. And then I think if we do see a Spyro anything, we're likely going to get some little hints and bits and things like if I had to guess, because again, I genuinely don't know anything right now, but in the coming like weeks, I'd have to only assume we'd start kind of slowly hearing about something, if not like just by like the more like end of the month, since Game Awards are like early December every year, so we'd have to start learning about things soonish. You fucker. I always get hit by that guy. I would love to get some Spyro stuff to promote. Whoa! I need to find a place for the pizza box. I don't know where to put it. Where I can properly display it. I don't want to use the stuff that they gave me. I want to keep it in good condition.
I had no place for the pizza box, so I just kept the little ones, and I'm using those for like storage things.
But that mouse pad, that keyboard pad is bitching. I don't want to mess it up. So I haven't used it. I haven't used anything yet. Cheating, let's go! The colors here are really intense. Oh no, I killed poor little smiley man. Little starfish boy. Boop. Boop. Alright, can we get turtle soup? Can we do it?
Oh!
Why the
Not turtle soup! Okay, but this one's not that bad though, so it's fine.
Look at the talisman first.
Like turtle soup! I hate turtle soup.
I'm going to do the turtle soup. Turn on super flame. Go! That was all kinds of fucked up. Alright. Well, we didn't get turtle soup first try, but we're gonna keep going until we do. Second try? Ah, damn. Third time's the charm? Oh. That doesn't count. Third time's the charm. Let's go. Fuck! My jump is too low. Fourth time's the charm? Crash 4? Oh, come on. Ah, son of a bitch, man. That pipe has a weird fucking hitbox. There we go. This time's charm. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do. Let's. What to say? Who to do?
Just say who to do.
I'm going to make turtle soup out of these fucking turtles. Cook the man some fucking eggs, bitch. Anyone seen that video? Have I shown you that?
Eggs.
It's a really weird video. It's funny though.
I feel like I've seen that.
I've only ever seen it out of context, and I try not to laugh. None of these third attempts count until one works. Third try, let's go. Third time's a charm. This second phase in Reignited specifically just gets boring. Because nothing changes. These guys don't come out really any faster, there's just more of them. And the original was kind of freaky because they would, they'd come out way faster, and they, I think, just were faster in general. Oh. Can't go in the water. Where do they go when they go in the water? Do they just disappear? They just disappear. Whoa. We're dissolving them. It's like the dip. They make a splash and they're just gone.
The dip.
Bop. There you go. This version's not hard at all. To me, yeah, the more I do this specific challenge, and how they changed it and reignited because of the regular ass camera, it doesn't go into like that weird top down like isometric camera. Yeah, I think my opinion's pretty much changed on this because I used to say like this one's the weird one because you have to like turn the camera all everywhere, and they don't all appear on the screen at once. It just drags on, so it doesn't really matter. You could, like you saw, I just stood here at times for like several seconds on end before like a turtle came out or got even remotely close to the pot before I had to like headbutt him away. So it's like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I think both versions are fine. The original is a little bit tougher because of like that's how it was meant to be, but then they just kind of fucked it up and reunited, so it's like not at all like a challenge. Also, I didn't need to do this. I'm an idiot, and I was like, oh, that's right, I have fucking permanent super flame cheat code.
Turtle super.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
We 100% in this level today, first try. No backtracking necessary. Wait a minute. Did I get the one? Or am I a fool? Oh, I got it. Oh no, I didn't get that one. I am a fool. There we go. Excuse me. Oh. Wee. Real quick. Get these gems. You cannot get up there until you learn how to climb. Bitch, I climbed a different way. In the original, the turtles went up that pipe into the pool. That's some detail they just thought, fuck it, we're not putting in.
Fuck it.
You know what? Fuck it. They're not gonna see it. It's hilarious. What is to you the essential ingredients of a great retro store? Oh, wait, funny. I think that was the wrong one. I can't remember. The wrong kid. The wrong turtle kid. Who just pink bellies himself into the water and is the funniest, cringiest shit. Cringe because you feel it and you go, ooh.
Ooh.
And you only hear someone slap into the water and it's like, ooh.
Ooh. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Ooh. God help me. Okay. I will be right back.
Okay. It's the water. Great retro store. Well, I have one that I go to. It's our local little, I always call it the retro game place. It has a name. I just don't want to say it. It's a fun, quaint little location. They have a lot of cool vintage stuff. Stop dancing at me. They have really cool, like, posters, and they have cool, what else? They have cool, you know, it's a bunch of retro stuff. It's just, they have, like, Atari shit. They have Saturn, Sega Saturn stuff. I've seen Virtual Boys there before. Plus everything else, you know, after all that. You know, PS1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't seen any 5s in there, but I've seen PS1s, 1 through 4s. You know, all your Xboxes, your NESs, SNESs, GameCubes, and 64s. I've gotten a lot of consoles from there, and a lot of games. So, plus, even though, like, you know, the majority of them are used, I don't think you can buy any new stuff there. You can get a lot of that stuff for very affordable prices, and sometimes people will bring in stuff that was signed by notable figures, or what have you. I've seen a Dreamcast that was sold there for $2,000. Want to know why? It was signed by Yuji Naka. That shit's insane. Don't know who the fuck brought that in, and why they would want to sell that, or whatever the case is, but, like, I saw that and I was like, wow. I'm not even, like, a Sega fan, but that's a fucking buy right there. That shit's nuts what you can find at places like that. So, of course, that's, yeah, shit like that's going to be pricey. But most other games and consoles, especially the more used they are, but still, of course, very nice looking and functional, they're actually pretty affordable at my retro game store. They're, some games I've gotten for as low, as cheap as like $1. Or not, sorry, not $1. Sorry, $5. $5. Sometimes 8, 10. You know, that's pretty dang cheap. You've got newer stuff like Switch stuff for not quite full price, but you know, $40, $50. That's pretty good. So yeah, they just have cool. So what would I want to find in a really good retro store? Because I've been to a couple different retro stores. We had another one that closed down a while back, but the brand was called Play and Trade. We had another one that was called BRE Software. They used to hold little tiny tournaments and stuff for like Smash and Mario Kart and shit like that. There's actually on the internet right now, I'll leave it up to you guys to find it if you're very curious. If you're that curious. There is in fact a video of me in a little tiny Smash Brothers tournament. It was very, very local, so of course, again, you know, not a whole lot went down. I lost because, you know, Smash players are crazy. I mean, I put up a fight, but I didn't win. I didn't advance past my first opponent, but it's whatever. I don't play Smash like that necessarily anyway. But yeah, there is one video that exists online on YouTube of of me going up against somebody who was like, I think Marth or something in Smash Brothers Melee. Yeah, I believe it was Melee. That place was really cool. Their stuff was a little more, because their retro stuff was in more pristine condition, so it was a little bit pricier. Like, games were like at the norm about 40, 50, 60 bucks. But again, they had a lot of good stuff. So it was still worth going there. But then they also closed down some odd years ago. Imagine like a Spyro level that's just a giant kitchen. That would be pretty cool. We haven't really had like a giant land type Spyro level, from what I can remember anyway. Yeah, I would love for a new Spyro game to just go crazy on the level ideas, but I'd also want them still. I want them to still be a little bit grounded, in the sense that, I mean, most, you know, because most Spyro levels are fantasy based, and Spyro 1 they were all floating islands and whatnot. Most of them were anyway, because there were a lot more like bottomless chasms and stuff than there are in these games. By Spyro 3, you'd be kind of hard-pressed to find a level with, like, or more than maybe 5 or 10 levels with, you know, bottomless pits, and that are all just essentially floating island-type levels. They were, like, in abundance in Spyro 1. But, to have, like, really abstract, like, artistic levels, that would be interesting, because Spyro's never quite touched that. The only time Spyro I can recall has ever gone abstract is either Shadow Legacy, seeing as I just did that video for Miharu, or probably Convexity from A New Beginning. That was a really trippy looking, like, alien-like world. Other than that, Spyro doesn't typically go like abstract, so that would be pretty intriguing. I'm not sure how much it would fit Spyro, but maybe if they can pull it off just right, maybe the very fact that it doesn't fit Spyro might make it work, but you'd have to really pull it off to where it feels like Spyro and doesn't feel like, this is a cool level and all, but what's it doing in a Spyro game? This feels like a Rayman or a Mario level or something, you know what I mean? Because Spyro has a very specific aesthetic. It can do sci-fi, like all this shit. It mainly does fantasy. So I wonder if that could work. Let's see, I want to do Manta Ray. Where's Hunter? There he is. What up, big boy?
I've been trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me.
Lee Choron. What up, dude?
Back.
I love this game. I've been playing Spyro ever since it first came out. Nice, man. So have I. Did you play Spyro 1 on a demo disc first, or when the actual full retail game came out? Because for me, I played Spyro. I was first exposed to Spyro via PlayStation Underground. And for the 20th anniversary of Spyro, right around the time that Reignited came out, I actually played that demo again. There's a video I've got up on the channel of me going through that very same demo all these years later. Oh. Oh no. I went to right instead of left for like half a second. Ugh. Oh, I'm usually not this bad at this second thing. What's happening? Oh god. Thank god I could still get through that. That was fucking weird because I made one mistake that I have never made before.
Use a partner like you.
That almost cost me the that minigame. Why do the turtles look like Bluey characters? I want to know why Bluey got so huge. I've seen clips, and even just looking at the character designs, they look okay. The show looks okay. I wouldn't call it, like, spectacular, though. The kids' shows, like, today in general, just kind of look okay. I think the only real spectacular show I've come across recently that's, it's over now, but it's getting a new season soon, and a movie, is Amazing World of Gumball. I love that show. I've been watching out of context videos recently. Again, it's been a while. But in Gumball, I think one of the best ways to experience it, besides watching the show itself, is to just look at the fucking out of context clips. They're so funny. But there are, like, whole episodes that also be like, oh, definitely check this episode of Gumball out because it's either got great commentary or it's just like a great, it just has hilarious moments or details in it. The one thing I found really weird about the show is that, like, by season, like, fucking 6, they started to, because most episodes are like SpongeBob where they're just episodic and just shit happens per episode. And they'll do callbacks every so often to past episodes. So that lets you know, yeah, these events are still happening and the characters remember events that have happened and shit that's happened before. So that doesn't make the episodes feel fully disconnected from one another. But later on, like, from what I remember, because I haven't watched the entire show, but what I've been seeing from those out-of-context clips or whatever else is that, I think his name is Rob. See how I forgot his name too? That's the running joke, like, he was kind of forgotten, and then he got sent to the void, and he comes back, and he's like, the show gets a villain, like, a main or, like, recurring villain, and it's him, and, like, it's so weird, and especially that last episode, from a little I've seen of it, it's just weird all around.
No dragons.
And I don't know if season 7 is going to. What I think would be cool, depending on what order this, like, the new stuff comes out in, if the movie kind of like continued where I guess season 6 left off and just kind of like, because I want to say it ends on a cliffhanger or something like that. But, like, for the movie to be the answer to all this weird, like, story, lore, plot shit that they started doing, and then season 7 just goes back to being episodic. I found it a weird decision for them to, like, put a plot and everything in there with Rob. People like it because they're in love with the parents, especially the dad. You can say the same thing about Gumball. Now, out of the two, people love Nicole. Not just because Catgirl, but because she's fucking insane and awesome. She's a badass.
Yeah, I would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon?
Oh, you put the Crash 3 demo first, so that's cool.
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited
Watch
to
them stare at him
intercepting one of
awkwardly.
these creatures. How about Glimmer?
Then my parents got then my parents got it, but I was too young to remember. I was too young to remember not having it. I remember, yeah, only having Crash 1 or Spyro 1. I don't remember. My mom just had them. I think She already had Crash. I don't remember when we got that, but she specifically bought Spyro because she liked the way it looked, and then she was showing me how to play it. But as far back as I can remember, my memory is insanely selective from back when I was like still in my like when I was less than 5 years old. There are some things I can remember, but not a whole lot. He's not fully centered on the button. And that irks me. Hey guys, I did it. Look at me. I'm Spyro. I'm gone for like 2 minutes and now I'm entirely lost in the conversation. We're talking about Gumball and Bluey and kids shows now.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Go! Come here now! Destroy
Spyro's there.
and make sure it's painful.
And then we cut away from Spyro. And then we're going to cut back.
Get me out!
And Spyro's not there. Thanks, MP Carlson. Your reignited Ripto's Races video pointed that out, and now I can never unsee it. If we get done with this before like the 2.5 hour mark, or if we get to the 2.5 hour mark, we should just watch Ripto's Races. Sonic Green 2. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying about it. I couldn't care less. I'm mind Sonic, so.
If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt.
Not as much as everyone else is, anyway.
If Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind.
I'm into the games that nobody likes or knows about or cares about.
I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that, and that. No.
Probably just went to grab a hot dog real quick. And then Moneybags needed a chiropractor. Because he fucked his back all up. Now we are in the Ottoman Plains. Time to do like 15 levels in this one fucking homeworld. I don't buy the story that they said, no, we really only had like 3 fucking... I know they're all themed after seasons and whatnot, but and there are 4 seasons. But no, we only had, you know, 3 homeworlds planned. Bullshit! Then tell me why this is pretty much everything here, and then Winter Tundra has like less, and then this fucking place gets this entire left square slot where Autumn Plains says it right there. Shit's gonna get fucking filled with levels and shit to do. Alone, right here alone, you have. I could just swivel the camera. I got 1 level. 2, 3, 4. Like, Jesus Christ. That's already way too many in one setting. Fucking, we only had 3 planned. I don't buy that. They were like, we never had the intention of making a spring-themed homeworld. Why? Do you know how cool that would have looked? I wonder what they'll do. So, okay, if a Spyro 4, let's hypothesize or whatever. If a Spyro 4 followed the theme of, or the themes of 2 and 3, with the homeworlds being, or even 1, because 1, it's like, okay, in this giant world of dragons and the dragon realms, you've got, you know, all these types of dragons and stuff that do these things. The ones that keep the peace, and they're the war dragons. You got the ones that are the kind of like artists and sculptors and whatnot with artisans. You have the ones that are the magicians and sorcerers and what have you, and so on and so forth. And then in 2 and 3, you know, 2 you've got these season-themed homeworlds, and then 3 you've got, you know, times of the day. What would 4 have? What homeworld theme
Well,
would Spyro 4 have? Theoretically. Because I'll tell you this much, I don't know. I don't have an idea for what I'd like to see them theme homeworlds after.
Well, you...
Let's just clear this out entirely before we jump into any levels. Ooh, they could theme it after elements. That'd be cool. Especially because I want to see the elemental breaths come back, but used like in more ways than just use thunder or lightning or whatever to strike a metal rod or like freeze enemies. Like, okay, we've already seen that. Like, I want to see more things done with like ice breath or like water breath or whatever. I want to barf water on my foes. No. No. Okay, fine. I'm not going to any speedways today. Back to aesthetics like Spyro 1, with each homeworld having one vibe and all of its world explore... all its worlds explore one aspect of that. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, yeah, it doesn't even have to necessarily be like... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, if you were to do, like, these, like, occupations or jobs or, like, whatever else, you could show that through the aesthetics and through the people that you can find there and stuff like that. Because back when that, like, Hall of the Gods fake thing was going around, I mean, it got me thinking, like, oh, that would be cool if, like, whole, like, mythologies or whatever were represented. Because Spyro does that pretty well, too, ever since, a little bit of this game, but a couple other little, like, undertoned things about Spyro 3 have this very, like, Asian type of aesthetic. And Spyro Enter the Dragonfly has that just a little tiny bit at the beginning with Dragonfly Dojo. So, you can have Eastern mythology kind of come back as, like, an entire-ass, like, homeworld aesthetic. You can have Greek mythology, Roman mythology, or whatever. That could be kind of interesting. I mean, you did have, you know, Sunny Villa had that, like, Greek type, feel. Okay, so that's all done. Let's go to the Badlands. They're so bad. I don't know if elemental breaths would actually benefit a classic style Spyro game. I mean, I feel they could, Because again, we're not trying to keep the gameplay as basic as these games kind of have it. I would like to see them do different things. It's like Crash 4. Crash 4, still at its core, is Naughty Dog era Crash. You can do everything that they do. The only thing you don't do is, like, this just randomly came to mind, monkey bar, climbing, grabbing, whatever, right? Like, that's the only thing that didn't really come back. But it sort of in spirit is kind of there when you think of, like, the rail grinding or something, I guess. But in any case, most of the core Crash stuff is still represented. Like, gameplay is represented in Crash 4. And then some. Because the way certain things work, like the way Wumpa Fruit was reworked, or whatever, it's a little bit different. Or the way gems work is a little bit different. Having the rail grinding and wall running is already way different than Night Dog era Crash. And having other playable characters, that's already different. That's not just, you know, Crash and Coco. So, like, so likewise, I think it'd be cool to, because, I mean, whether, you know, people like it or not, the elemental breaths became a staple after Into the Dragonfly. Despite it having the rep that it has, it at least gave us one cool thing that many other games kept. And kind of, you know, evolved the concept of, which was the elemental breaths. I don't even care. Whatever. There's fodder around. I'll get Sparks back to full health.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. We were talking about elemental breaths and how Jumpy initially thinks that they probably wouldn't fit a classic Spyro like new game, but I think that it could. That's something I really want to see come back. And if anything, I would love, not in the exact same way, of course. Again, we don't want to make it the exact. God damn it. But I would love to see them even bring back the upgrade system from Legend. Just something not too crazy, but it was cool to see, like, you know, Spyro actively become stronger. I don't know how you would even do it.
It's simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Now, I personally don't know how you would do it. And if, you know, that idea just simply couldn't materialize, at least on the upgrade side, then fine. Then don't do that. But I wouldn't want them to rule out the possibility of implementing those elements in, but like a hell of a lot better than Enter the Dragonfly ever did. Because they just simply didn't have enough time to actually flesh those ideas out. So that's why they are the way they are in Enter the Dragonfly.
Mm-hmm.
I also said just have Spyro, like, give Spyro, like, wing abilities or horn ability. Like, physically change his wings or his horns. Like, maybe you can, like, customize them or swap them out. And those aesthetics can actually, like, they're not just there for show. They can actually, like, allow Spyro to do different things. Or make them situational abilities like the quantum masks. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Okay, I need Sparks, like, right now. I have no Sporks. Fodder. Okay. Got him back. Is the 1-up still here? It should be. Yes, it is. Good. Nice. Look, guys, it's camp at. I mean, that is what they are.
They are cat bats.
They are tiny little cat bats.
They go wah wah wah.
They do. Why the fuck are you alive? I thought I killed you. Bop. Give me this. So I can that on this guy.
Give me this so I can that on this.
Thank you, Spyro.
Where you
Now I
can
put my
this
friend back
and
together.
this.
And this.
Token of my appreciation.
I don't know why I imagine. Suddenly I imagine Jack doing that, where you can this and this. I don't know what he'd be talking about, but I can imagine him doing that.
the bot the one that transforms into different that shapeshifts.
He's talking about the chameleon bot.
Yeah.
He's like, where you can this and this.
That's what it does. But my favorite is this. That's fucking Kimiko. Like the weirdo he is.
That's exactly how he explained it. That's accurate.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Onyx the
Little
Dagron.
boy.
Whoa. We're doing good. How are you today? I was initially going to play Spyro 1 casually until I saw that today is the 24th anniversary of Spyro 2. Do. Let's see, we should be good for right now. I don't think, again, I really care to get everything here. Stop screaming at me. Yeah, wish we could go. Just got back from school. Nice.
School. Oh no.
Oh no. The memories. They come forth.
They're all coming back.
Wait for it. Wait for it. That was a good one. That was a good cut.
It's been like officially 10 years since I've been out of school. Any kind of school.
Me too, actually. This, May of this year marked 10 years since I graduated.
Since you graduated high school, but it's been like,
Well,
but
yeah.
then I went to college for a little while afterward. So then it's been 10 years since like I left.
That'll be next year then. Around this time next year, I think.
Might have been, well, it might have been 2014, but I'm pretty sure it was 2013. I don't remember.
He's been out for over 24 years. That is a very long time.
That is a very long time.
I know Legend of Spyro touched on Spyro's origins, but it's in another universe, so I'd love to see the origins of the original Spyro's origin. I view elemental breaths in a way similar to minigames in Spyro. Like, I fully get if people like them. I think that Spyro's better for having them. But I'd love to have an in-depth discussion about this. Ooh, the stream chat kind of doesn't allow for full-on discussions like that. I mean, I definitely, I get your point on that. Here's why I think you feel that way. I'm just taking I'm guesstimating, so of course I'm not going to probably get it fully right. but it certainly
If you get on the catapult, we'll help you across the
it feels that way, and I get why it feels that way, because they tend to use elemental breaths for puzzles for mini games and stuff. So that's why it feels so synonymous. What I would want for them to do to innovate off that is to have very natural and practical uses for the elemental breaths. Like if you just happen to fucking see something randomly in the hub world that kind of like is blocking a pathway to like an extra goodie or to something else. Or you see like a plant, maybe it's a plant creature or just a plant, and it's just there, and you have like water breath. You can water it, and it'll go like, and it'll just like kind of go underground and like dig away from you. You have to go charge after it and find where it's going to pop up next. And you keep watering it until it goes boom and it blooms and it gives you something. Like that would be cool. Just little thing. That's like a Mario thing to do, but like little things like that would be really cool because Spyro never really does that, you know?
Sure.
Little tiny things. Or use breaths, like if you're in a factory, you could use, you know, electricity breath or electric breath to make parts move. So that way you could get around. And then you have to start, like, you can have mini puzzles around that, nothing too crazy, but just something where it's like, okay, now you have to start and stop shit at the right time to line things up, and now you have to make sure that, like, these rotating platforms, you have to, like, start and stop these at just the right time, so that way when you leave them both on, they'll rotate enough, and the timing will be good for you to jump, you know, across or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Just little things like that would be cool. And you can still fit that into, like, an open setting. Because it sounds like that sounds like it would work better for, like, a more Crash-like linear thing. But I feel with, like, a big world like that, like with Spyro's, I just got fucking tag-teamed. That could be cool. I think that's worth exploring. They don't have to make it so tedious. There could be such a way. I'm not sure what that would be because I'm not a designer, but like, there could be a way to make that not feel so like, all right, you know what to do. Grab your breath and do the thing. Like, no, it has to feel natural. You have to feel like you discovered it. Because maybe you can even, like, in a factory world, for example, again, like, even, you see, like, a machine that's off somewhere. Maybe not even in a factory level. Maybe somewhere else. You just see a little machine, you go, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's, like, a background element or if it's something I can interact with. And then you just fucking naturally, like, and curiously just switch to electric breath and shoot it. And then it turns on and you, like, get a little thing out of it. Like, little things like that. So it's not tutorialed down your throat or anything. But you figured it out. And it's something small and easy to do. So it doesn't feel like it's this fucking puzzle-ass shit. And then you get rewarded for it. And I think that could be really cool. Or, like, you're in a fucking fire world and you have to, like, you know, jump across some platforms, but there's all the big lava spurts, so you have to use your ice breath. Freeze the lava. Or something of the sort. You fucking ice mites! Piece of shit! You've got me to call them that now. I can't think of anything else to call them than ice mice.
Ice mice. That's their name.
That's canon. Boop, boop. Yeah, that's why the elemental breaths and even extra characters feel like other playable characters like the critters or whoever else feel not, I wouldn't say tacked on, but they do feel just different. It's back in that time where developers were like, we have to make sure that people know that these characters are their own characters and they're not just Spyro's gameplay, but it's a different character with like one or two different abilities. We have to give them entirely new shit to do. But that means we have to make them feel different from Spyro. We have to make them, you know, play different. And sometimes, you know, then that just gives you fucking OG Agent 9 or OG Sergeant Bird, where they're okay, kind of, to play as, but not really, because their controls kind of suck. So I feel you can, you know, you could do a Crash 4 thing if they bring, like, if they find a way to bring Cinder into, you know, original canon or whatever the case might be. You can have her be a playable dragon character alongside Spyro, and she can kind of feel the same. But yeah, give her different shit. I mean, at that point, you're just blending Dawn of the Dragon and fucking OG Spyro. Give her elemental abilities, and then do puzzles around that. She can go down the floor and be a shadow creature. Even Skylanders figured out how to do that with her. Like, that was actually something really cool that Skylanders did. She did feel kind of like Spyro in how you kind of move her and do whatever. But her elemental abilities that she had, because she was like the dark fucking element or whatever, or shadow, whatever they called it, like, that allowed her to do different shit and reach different secrets or whatever that no one else really could. And that's, I like that kind of shit. So there are ways to do it. If Toys for Bob and Activision think, yeah, but Spyro doesn't, you can't spin Spyro off into a fucking sports game or whatever like you can with Crash. Who fucking cares? Just make a cool platformer. Spyro's known for that shit. They've got a bunch of cool platformers under its belt. Just make another one.
It's so cool.
I love game design anyway. Let's go. Little Georgie. Look at this cute boy. Look at him. Look at the baby. Look at him. Boop the snoot. Yay. George is fun. Undead, yeah. Sorry. I should have just said death. That would have been funny if I got it totally wrong and said, fucking, I don't know, the death element? I don't fucking know.
Death element.
She's dead. You're playing as a corpse.
Ooh, the death element.
My favorite one. Well, undead is his favorite.
Ooh, the undead element.
It's like me.
Holy shit.
Snow bunnies. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're actually called, but
They're horned rabbits. I think horned rabbits is their official name.
horny rabbits.
The horny rabbits. Ooh, the horny rabbits.
I don't care what the new game has, I just want Spyro to get the same level as Crash. Ever since Crash started getting a new game, seems like Spyro's dying out. Yeah, and that's why I think it's so weird. I don't know if, like, history is kind of bizarrely, like, repeating itself, because with Crash and Spyro kind of simultaneously coming back, with their own brands, like, Crash has the head start, and then Spyro's following after, and then Crash is now getting all these, like, after the trilogy, now Crash is getting, like, these other projects, and Spyro's, well, this is where it's a bit different, because Spyro got other games too, they just didn't do as well, or people don't know them as well as the original trilogy. But right now what's happening is that Spyro's being, like, just kind of kept on the back burner, so they're, like, keeping him alive via Crash cameos.
Yeah.
But see, people, what I don't like about that, not the concept itself, although yes, like I said, I'm obviously quite clearly fighting for a new Spyro game. I like that at the very least right now. Yeah, he's not just in limbo, and they're at least doing stuff kind of with his characters and with him in certain Crash games. So that's fun. I'm not saying that I prefer it right now to the alternative being a new fucking game. I'm just saying that with what they're doing with him right now and trying to keep him still there, that's cool. I'm glad they are, not letting him die out. fully. But like, the thing I don't like that people are saying, they're treating it as if this is the first time this is happening, and that like that's all Spyro is now. And they're like, I would just like for them to, you know, stop cameoing him in Crash games. Like that's all he's good for now. And why I'm saying I don't like it is because they act like A, it's never happened before, and B, like, they shouldn't be saying that. God damn it. They shouldn't be saying
And
that
remember
because...
the people who are annoyed and don't want Spyro in a Crash game because he should get his own games.
Spyro's got some potential. I think he can, you know, make it if he had his own series. Oh, they don't know.
It's like, yeah, he's trying. If Crash would stop hogging the fucking spotlight.
No, but here's the thing. Because he's being a cameo right now, do you want the alternative to be that you don't see any Spyro? Like, what I'm trying to say is, be thankful that they're not just saying, like, oh, Spyro who? Like, again, right? Because they're still celebrating the anniversaries. They're still, you know, the Spyro account is still very much alive. And, you know, they're celebrating the games. They're celebrating... That's why they're even, you know, putting the characters into Rumble. It's a new way to play those characters. And the first time you're playing as certain characters like Ripto or Nasty in, you know, CTR.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't like when people act like this is the first time it's like, guys, that's been both of them for their entire lives. Sorry that Crash, as a Crash fan first, because the fucking games came out first. 2 of them, 3 of them did anyway. Like, sorry. I don't know why I have to apologize on anyone's behalf, but like, sorry that like that happened back in the mid to late 90s. That Crash came out first, but like, the immediate, you know, instance that Spyro hit the scene, Crash immediately, you know, took him in, and it's because Insomniac and Naughty Dog were so close. And because everyone was getting the same treatment in the sense of, like, the same contract, the same this with Universal, and what have you, and a lot of the same people, like Mark Cerny and all them, oversaw and worked on, you know, the localizations and stuff of both franchises. So they have that history. They are sibling... I wouldn't even say that there's 2 separate series. I would just say they're both sibling franchises that just go like peanut butter and jelly. They're different worlds in universe, but everything else, you know, considered, like, they are just part of the same, like, you have to call it kind of a multiverse. I don't know, because again, it is 2 separate universes. But they cameo in each other's games all the time. They reference each other all the time. And then with the Game Boy games, they started crossing over fully, finally. When I started seeing those commercials and I heard about Crash Purple and Spyro Orange, I lost my shit as a kid. I was all for it. Because that was the first time. Seeing them together was so cool. It's just, it's equal love, and I know that right now it doesn't seem like it. And I don't know why. It does suck that Spyro's pretty much the Luigi to Crash's Mario. It sucks. But even Luigi gets love every now and then. He has whole games to himself, and he has whole other things to himself. No one complains when they don't see Luigi for a while. They just go, okay, at least he's in all this other shit. So I think likewise, we should kind of treat it the same way with Spyro. Like, at least he's not being forgotten, and they're not putting him in Rumble. Or at least they're not putting him... They gave him love in CTR. And On the Run. On the Run, I didn't expect anything for Spyro and On the Run. Like, who would, right? Because it's just a mobile Crash game. But they even did that. So, I mean... It kind of upsets me when people go like, man, like... Because, yes, I do, too, also really want to see Spyro in a new game of his own. But I'm happy with the fact that he's still here, even if it is in another franchise's games for the time being. I feel like it's all kind of temporary right now. in the sense of, oh, he's only here right now. But they've been referencing and calling back and teaming up with each other and referencing each other's games for like the longest time. And in some people's cases, like, who was it earlier that said? I think it was Lee. Sometimes you find one franchise from the demo of another. Like, he first played Spyro through the Crash 3 demo. Or you could play Crash Bash through the Spyro demo. I mean, they even called back to that in Insane. They had the fucking... you do the cheat code for the Spyro 3 code, or the Spyro code rather, and then while hovering over Crash 3 specifically, and then you get the trailer, the announcement trailer for Reunited. I think they changed it later, and then they made it a press of a button. I think if you do the code now, either nothing happens, or like the Nitrofield trailer plays or something. But they delegated it to a button press now, if I remember right. Like, hit R1 to watch Spyro trailer or some shit. Yeah, Spyro's Crash's brother from another mother. That's basically what it is. But yes, I do want a new Spyro game. That's why we're trying to manifest. Manifest it right now. By, playing some Spyro. And celebrating the 24th anniversary that I forgot was... I didn't know was today. So concludes yet another TED Talk. What do you have to say, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, yes. I am typing a thing.
I can hear you clickety clacking over there. Clickety clacking. At least some of the minigames here aren't that bad. I don't like them in 3. Demolition Derby can go fuck itself just straight up in both versions. I don't care. Both versions suck. Blech. At least here it's like, oh, just fucking do this little fetch quest, or, oh, yeah, use these seeds. See now, what would separate doing something like... What? I'm talking way too fast. What would separate doing something like what I just did from being a minigame is to not have to, like, activate doing this by talking to an NPC. It would be cooler in a more open Spyro game if, like, you just found a fucking seed somewhere and then just happened to come across the hole that you can plant it in, and then making those platforms, seeing where that takes you, and it takes you on a whole ass path. And you have to keep, you know, putting in seeds. And then you get, like, whatever MacGuffin at the end. That would be cool. And it's not a minigame. It's just this little thing you can do off to the side. Like, naturally...
So, like, side quests.
It's kind of like a side quest. And side quests are different, I feel, from minigames. And challenges or off to the side shit. I definitely think Spyro could do that. And it would feel more natural. I'd say, yeah... more naturally bake these little moments like that into, like, the main adventure or whatever, because then it won't feel so like, or I gotta stop everything I'm doing to go and do this because I need enough of the whatchamacallits in order to fucking get to the next world or whatever. Oh, I feel like I am coming down with something. I feel like my my nose is starting to get a little stuffed. My mom was a little sick a few days ago. And she said it was not her allergies, but it could be like a little cold or something. Because her head was hurting. No, yeah. It sounds like I'm getting stuffed up. I'm feeling that tingle in my nose like I usually get. I am not going to be surprised if, whoa, if tomorrow I feel like utter bollocks and I'm all stuffed and I start sneezing and coughing. I was coughing, I think, a day ago or so. It's time for the time of the year where I get sick for no reason and I fucking hate it.
You get sick for no reason, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah. I've been doing good all year. I wasn't sick. I had moments where I felt like shit or like threw up in the morning randomly, but other than that, I was feeling okay. And it has to happen in the beginning of not July. Why was I going to say July? Well, there he goes. November. Noviembre.
Noviembre.
Go. Lips. I'll catch up on comments in a minute. Who the fuck?
What the fuck?
How are you able to get me from like, you're up there? I'm gonna fart. Let me mute the mic. Hold on. Okay. That was a confused fart. Oh, man. It's the worst when you can feel it forming and you're like, fuck, here it comes!
Alright, here it comes.
Yep, that's what my body's doing. I'm like, no! How about you don't do that?
Thanks, Spyro.
Because I'm feeling tired a lot of the time too, and so like when I'm sick I just have to like sleep it off and shit.
But I haven't seen them in days.
15 more days until RPG comes out. I can't wait to play it. I already beat Wonder. I just have to do the final challenge. Literally called the final challenge. You fucking asshole. See? What? Hey! Fuck you! They should not be allowed to do that. Fucking ass programming. Fucking ass coding. Stop! You should not be able to do that. Fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna go deal with them right now.
No, stop.
Ugh. Me, you. Yeah, I have to do the literal final challenge in Wonder, and I'll have the last badge, and I'll have all the everything on my profile. But I've done everything else, so I am fully ready for a new Mario adventure. And by new, I mean remake of an old Mario adventure. But I've never played RPG before, so this will be my first time playing it. Not sure if I want to stream it. I probably won't do that. Also because Nintendo's really finicky on how you fucking, as a content creator, how you fucking stream their shit or fucking record their shit. What am I doing? I have fucking... Come here, bitch. Did I get him? Yes. I have Super Flame. What am I talking about trying to use a fucking tank cannon? Sorry, cannon. I can also just do this. I love game design too, man. Hence why I'd super love to talk about this. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say just come to more streams, bro. That's how you get a leg up in the Destination Mark verse. You jump in and you hang out with peeps, and then we promote you to you ascend, as I call it, to mod. Stream mod.
Send to mod.
And then if you're hella cool, you know, we can start talking to you. We'll bring you into our silly fucking Rumble server, or Crash Team Rumble server. Dickhead, die. Thank you. Bop. It'll be tons of fun. No, 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 you bitch. Here. Here. Where'd he go? He's down there. Great. Burp. Burp. Never been a mod before. What an honor to be considered. What a responsibility to potentially wield. It really just... We don't get trolls very often, but being a mod isn't too hard. You just get your little blue name, and then you see any trolls, you'd be like, bro, stop that, and if they don't stop it, you just ban them, or time them out, rather. It's been a while since we've had trolls. And sometimes they're really funny because they're just dumb. Or they'll have silly accounts. Like I remember when I was first playing Future Tense blind in an Insane. We had like an account called that kept coming back called Mike Wazowski Gaming. And they would just say random nonsense or whatever, and it was the funniest shit. Or there was I think there was also Barack Obama Gaming as well.
Wow.
I guess really before its time.
Gaming in the Obama years.
Gaming in the Obama. What would that dim song be? It'd be Full Americans? That's it.
And then it would just evolve into do. We should ask Obama what he wants to see in a new Spyro game. It's like I've never played a Spyro game before. Danny and Arnold.
Danny and Arnold. Awkward Gamer 69.
So close to finishing this.
What up? Wait, you have to come see the. Hurry! You're gonna miss the funny.
What funny?
I got it right before. I think I mistimed it just barely. From Zephyr, the funny cut.
Oh, that's okay.
My favorite Spyro game. Yeah, see, a lot of people are in here being like, dude, this is my favorite one. Absolutely love to catch more streams more often. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not holding you to it, of course. Just if ever you see me live and you're like, oh, this chump's live again, let's watch.
I'm holding you to it. You better do it.
No. You're more than welcome to come in. If you don't actually know me and this is your first time on my stream, then hi. I'm Destination Mark. Or just Mark. And that's with a C, not a K. You probably know Miharu. She's the one to call.
Hello.
She's the cute fox girlfriend. She's currently not watching the stream.
That's because I'm working on my video. I have to do that. I have to get this out by tomorrow.
Do it. Do it now.
At least I have to get early access out by tomorrow. It's gonna go. It's gonna be public next Monday.
Whoops. Nice. Have you heard of the Saboteur? No. I don't know what that is.
The Saboteur?
Do you sabotage in that game? Yeah,
Isn't that a badge you can get?
Burp. Burp. Kill this man. Ow. Oh boy. Make sure nothing is lost back there. We still don't know why Breeze Harbor and Zephyr are at war. I think, well, wasn't that one set up by Ripto? Because we found out that, I forget what the official lore is. Do you happen to remember the official lore behind, somebody, and I forgot who it was, sent Handel and Greta out to do the whole thing in Scorch. And I can't remember who that was. I forget if it has any connection to what's going on here. If I remember right... Oh, no. Because we thought, I think previously, that Ripto had something to do with why... I think it was Handel and Greta over in Scorch. But it wasn't... That wasn't Ripto. We found out this was Ripto. I think these guys' feud happened because Ripto fucked shit up.
Yeah, a lot of the shit that's going on isn't even because of Ripto.
Most of it's still
like a bunch of infighting going on in Avalar.
Yeah.
But Ripto did not cause the feud in between Shady Oasis and Scorch. They were already at war.
Yeah.
And he also didn't cause I don't think he caused a feud between Breeze Harbor and Zephyr. I think they were already at war as well.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought this was the one that he did.
I'm pretty sure they've just... No, because, like, no, they even mentioned that in-game. Like, don't they say that in-game that they've, like... They've always been... I don't know. I forgot.
Oh, you know what? I think so.
Do they? I thought they said something like, "Oh, we've like never gotten along" or some shit. I don't remember.
Isn't well, what's his name? When you first talked to him, I talked to him earlier, but I skipped through his dialogue. That's the first thing they say when you first come here. I'm sorry
Maybe
for the fighting. We've always been at war, but it's gotten really bad, or some shit.
I don't remember if they actually said that now.
Damn it!
I can't remember.
Something about like we've always been like that sounds.
No, because I think I'm thinking of Hurricos, where it's like we've always had trouble with the gear grinders.
No, because yes, he says that, but like. I could have
Wait, which makes me think that Ripto didn't cause the thing in Hurricos either, if he says we've always had trouble with the gear grinders.
Has someone translated? I know we have the ones, the English lore explanations that got cut, but do we know if the translations are the same for the Japanese version? Because those are still actually in the Japanese version of Spyro 2.
Yeah.
Because it's more than just her that speaks as well, which means there's dialogue that was made up for that one, or written for that one, that isn't in any other version. That might give us a clear, actual, canonical reason as to why certain things are going on here. They're probably based off of the original English Allura dialogue clips, voice clips. Yeah. Scorch and Shady Oasis are connected because Handel and Greta, Hansel and Gretel, Handel and Greta are agents from Shady Oasis. Yeah. I remember. Yes. I remember that.
But I'm pretty sure the whole thing between Zephyr and Breeze Harbor has also been going on.
Let's see. What's this dude's name again?
If you could
Beaky.
stoke up the fires under the boilers, I'm sure.
If you can, take a look at Beaky's dialogue when you first get there in Breeze Harbor. He's the first dude you talk to.
Cause he's like, please excuse our mess.
Yeah, but he says something else after that.
He's like, those land blubbers are fucking shit up, or I don't know.
That's exactly how he said it. They're fucking shit up, and it's up to your small ass to help us out, damn it. Just use them all. game theory. Spyro's an alien. The fuck's that planet? What's that doing there? Anyway.
Okay, Spyro 2 all character dialogue. Let's see this.
Let's have some trouble with the trolley, eh?
Trouble with the trolley. Hmm?
Yay.
He just says we're currently suffering from a land blubber infestation.
Ah. Okay, what about the land blubbers in Zephyr then? Did they say anything? That implies that they've always been at war?
Hold on. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe Ripto did have something to do this. Maybe he said, like, I don't know, they hate you or some shit. And you gotta turn against each other now. I don't know. Maybe that's the only one he actually did have something to do with.
So fight each other and make sure it's painful.
Fight each other and make sure it's painful.
We joke about him saying the same shit, but that's what he does in the fucking Rumble.
He does that.
Rumble comic. It's funny.
It's like he can't say anything that isn't related to dragons or taking over Avalar.
Yes. No trolley trouble today. Yeah, it's true. Although, do you like that it was Engine that quoted the world's smartest pile of ashes?
Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
If you check out our friend Dave Ace's comic, you'll hear me as the voice of Engine and Miharu as the voice of Femtrippy.
Yes.
Definitely
it was
check
me
that out.
all along.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. Yo! Listen to him scream. Wait for it. I wonder if Skylanders will be coming back someday. If so, I hope they rework it. They won't, but I would hope that they would. Initially, when people were saying they wanted it back during the pandemic days, I was like, yeah, there's no way. Mainly during the lockdown days, I'm like, bruh, you can't even, you're not going to be able to buy shit the same way. Look at how the PS5 was selling and the fucking Series X. There's no way Skylanders is going to sell well if it were made in 2020 or 2021. Nowadays, since we're pretty much kind of back to normal, as normal as we can be back to, I mean, I don't know. And especially, too, with the Microsoft acquisition. I don't know, dude. Seems Bobbert is more interested in bringing Guitar Hero back first. Even before the acquisition, he was really saying, yeah, something about having a passing interest in bringing back both Guitar Hero and Skylanders. So who knows if that'll actually come to pass, especially because his ass is out in like another month. Get out of here. 0 out of 10, those purple guys don't go anymore. They don't go when they hit you.
What level are you in right now?
Scorch.
Oh, Scorch.
It's the racist level. Except it's not, but whatever.
Except it's not Bombo.
Fucking Bombo, fucking Bob. That's not his name. I will
It's
never
not
refer
his
to him
name.
as that.
It's Bombo.
It's
It's Bob Bombo.
Bob. It's stupid little fucker. That's his real name. That's his birth-given name.
Both given.
We're
Alright, I gotta go.
gonna head out.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, then let's see what time. Oh, we've been going for a while, actually, yeah. I'll get to Gulp and then beat him through means of cheating.
Cheating.
And then, I'll get to Winter Tundra. And, well, that's a ways from now. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna call it after this one.
Okay.
Alright, well, thanks for staying for the time for the stream.
Okay.
And, I'm probably gonna go to bed early tonight, especially because I do feel a bit of a headache coming on. So I will try and do what I can for your vid. But since we still have some time, if I don't get anything done today, then we can spend some time tomorrow if you so please, whenever you have time.
Okay.
We'll,
I think I might have a little time tomorrow.
we'll find time, yeah. But, yeah, have a good day at work, and I'll ask you about your day when you get back.
Okay. That's good.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Yeah. What's up, Raz? Toys to Life isn't financially feasible for any game studio at the moment. I mean, pretty much with the way shit's been going, and I mean, yes, all things considered, you are right. Skylanders is the only one I can see coming back because most other divisions of Toys for Life, or Toys to Life rather, just kind of fucked themselves over back in the heyday of Toys to Life. Like, Disney just fucked their whole thing over and they said, yeah, we're dipping. We're just gonna, you know, quietly destroy Avalanche and then just fucking, dip. And, Lego Dimensions also were like, yeah, we're out. We're not making as much as we should be. Even Amiibo, to the point where, like, Amiibos are like, well, we're around, just nowhere near as frequently as we once were. Like, Smash Brothers Amiibos are still coming out. I forget when Swords is supposed to come out, because that's going to be, I think, the last one. And that's even if, you know, considering a new Smash Brothers game won't be made, because you know if one does or is planned, then they'll probably make more fucking Amiibo. But as of right now, with Ultimate being the latest, potentially last one, yeah, whenever Sword comes out, that's barely gonna be the final, like, last of the Smash Brothers line.
Nice.
And then just occasionally, like, a new pack of Amiibos will come out with certain new games. Like, I'm surprised they didn't actually announce any Wonder Amiibo. You would think we would get, like, a fucking Wonder Flower or, like, Elephant Mario or some shit. But nope. I mean, there's still the potential for that, but the fact that it hasn't already happened yet just goes to show you that they don't think about it too much anymore. Jordan, hello! There was a Toys to Life kind of for PCs before Skylanders, but it didn't do well. I mean, if you want to go back even beyond that, before that, there was Rob the Robot. It was a toy that made things happen in the game. Yeah, I mean, that was always the thing, Raz. That was always the thing I was saying. Just in general, it would have been way more convenient. I mean, it was innovative, and that was the thing. It was cool to see that. And it made sense. I definitely understand, I fully understand the point of Toys to Life and why it was appealing to kids. Having the toys, you can still play with them like they're toys. And with how many of them there were, I mean, especially too, like, you'd have to make sure that, because there were, like, the rarer figures or whatever the fuck, that you didn't break those, or have it to where the base or the chip inside would get fucked up and couldn't read anymore, or whatever the case would have happened with that. But, if you, little fucking 3-year-old playing with the toys and breaks one, you could just buy another. I mean, the thing was, though, is that they were a little pricey. Most amiibos, even the new ones that come out for games today, are still priced around $12.99 or so. But Skylanders, I remember this. Now, I don't know if they changed this later in Skylanders' lifespan or what, but I do remember in the early days, when the first couple games were still pretty hot, that the figures were like damn near 15, 16 bucks a piece. That's pretty expensive. Getting 3 of them is essentially close to the cost of a full new game. Damn near. Very close. But what they could have done is, instead of doing it Toys to Life, they could have made the characters like a Lego game or something, like kind of unlockable as you go along, and then you just kind of switch them out, like in a menu, like on the pause screen or something, or you hit like whatever button on your controller would be select, or select adjacent, or whatever, and you like an inventory screen, but instead of an inventory, it's your character select screen, and you can just flip them out, bring them out whenever you want, like that. And I think somebody told me a while back, like a mobile spin-off Skylanders game does do that. And I'm like, why not just fucking do that for the entire series? It would have been way more convenient. It would have lasted longer, probably. But also, I still think that those games have very rudimentary, like, game and level design. That's part of why I don't like Skylanders all that much. I feel it's too baby-like. Until they go, hey, we're gonna just fuck you up the ass and make it really hard for no reason. Fucking, i.e. Chaos in the first game. I'm pretty sure I got through Chaos's fight, like, in Imaginators, like, on my maybe second try. But it took me forever to actually beat him in the first game. Because it was a cheap boss fight. Yeah, Portable Skylanders games included a character select screen, including the Switch release for Imaginators. See, that's freaking odd, because they didn't think about Amiibo and other figures. I wonder, or maybe it was just a tech, but like, yeah, the little Amiibo scanner thing for the Switch, or for the Joy-Con, or whatever, whichever, it's like the left Joy-Con, I think, that reads the Amiibo. Like, it only reads Amiibo. It can't read any other figures. Because having Switch versions of Skylanders or Lego Dimensions or whatever the fuck, like, you could have had it to where just take the figure, instead of putting them on their own portal or whatever, you just kind of scan them in to, like, the Switch thing or whatever. But, it's probably too complicated. Because didn't the DS version have, like... Wasn't there a way... Because, some of the portals of power are wired. I have 2 of them I'm looking at right now. The first one I ever owned actually was wireless, because it came with the little USB, but it wasn't wired. You have to, like, switch it on and then you put it in or something. Was there not anything like that for, like, the DS versions of Skylanders? Because, or were all those also just character select screens? Because I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. Awkward gamer. Skylanders is its own thing. It's completely unrelated to Spyro. Like, the Spyro the Dragon, rather. The series. And if anyone wants to fight me on that shit, I immediately have the clincher, because Toys for Bob themselves said it. Specifically, Paul Yan and Josh Needleberg, who are still with Skylanders, or sorry, Toys for Bob today. They said that a long time ago. When There was like an interview / trailer thing that popped up for Reignited around the time that it was first announced. And it's the two of them talking about, like, this is what we're doing with Reignited, and this is Spyro's back, and yada yada. And then I think they just felt the need to kind of place this in there, where they were like, yeah, you know, for this characterization of Spyro, we're going for something a little different than Skylanders, because Skylanders was based off this Spyro, but they're separate things. I'm like, there you go, thank you. I've been trying to argue with people about that for like the longest time, and they came out and confirmed it. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. The lore of Skylanders is like literally different to Spyro. Because if anything, it's like a second soft reboot. Just if you really want to, you shouldn't. But if you want to think about it in Spyro, in the context of Spyro's perspective, Skylanders, it's essentially just a second reboot because it has nothing to do with Legend besides having a couple Legend elements in it, and nothing to do with the original run, even though it has like sheep and whatever, and like a dude who looks like Moneybags. And Sparks. That's pretty much it. From Legend, you have Malifor in the show, and then you have Cinder. Spyro's from Skylanders. Shut up. I know you're joking. That's the fucking worst. I'm sure Banjo Banjo fans feel that if anyone were to ever, even jokingly, be like, "Oh, Banjo, yeah, that Smash Brothers character." He's like the breakout star. He should have his own games. No, okay, dude, fucking Rez, finally, I fucking meet someone that's singing my song. Holy shit, dude. I've been saying that for like ever. Skylanders is its own separate thing that happens to have Spyro in it. It was inspired by Spyro. They've already said as much. Said as such, rather. Like, which I'm fine with, whatever, but like, for people saying, no, it's a Spyro series, because I've fucking come across people like that before. It's a Spyro series, it's Spyro. Spyro's in it. He's the main character. I'm like, is he though? Yeah, by fucking game 6, they started to make him the main character. He was not treated as the main character in, like, most of the other games. Because, Raz, even though I haven't played the other Skylanders games besides the very first and very last one for consoles, I've seen for something for that exact thing that I was trying to prove. In one of the videos I made, it was the Comeback Saga Part 3 talking about Spyro, and for a brief section in that video, I had to talk about his role in Skylanders. I'm like, yeah, I combed through all the cutscenes. You know how you just watch those like cutscene compilations, like Skylanders, all cutscenes. So I watched 6 of those videos. It was all the cutscenes from every single game. Again, mainline, like, console games. Just to see, like, okay, well, since I didn't play fucking 2 through 5, do the cutscenes of the other games show Spyro? Do we follow him? Is he even fucking referenced? No. Because they just treat him like any other Skylander. In, I think, only a few instances in Spyro's Adventure. I mean, it's fucking named after him. So that's why people thought it was a Spyro thing. Like, first and foremost, but it's not. It really isn't. And when, yeah, if you're playing as Spyro, a select few characters will, instead of calling you Skylander, call him Spyro, I think. But those moments are very, very, scarce. You do not get a lot of moments where they actually refer to him as Spyro and not as generic Skylander. So they don't have to do too many alternative takes. That even though it's logical why, because again that would take up a lot of space to have like all these alternate takes where everyone gets their own name called out, it still just goes to show that, like, I mean, yeah, Spyro's just another Skylander in those games. It wasn't until Imaginators where they put him as, like, the main dude you fucking follow with his pack of Skylanders. Of friends. And that's around the time when Academy came out. because it was the entire buzz of Crash is back and he's in Skylanders right now. So that all happened around that same time. And the Skylanders stuff that happens in the show is kind of what I was looking for. Even some of the humor is what I was looking for in the games. The show gave that shit to me. I watched the whole show. At first it was because Crash was in a few episodes, or at least one in season 1. But after that, and actually the same thing actually goes for Imaginators itself. I initially, of course, predictably bought it for Crash. And I wanted to try out Thump and Wumpa Islands. But after that, I was kind of, noting mentally, like, what they were, what little mechanics and little things here and there they did and tweaked and whatever differently from Spyro's Adventure, because I wanted to see, did they improve on some things I didn't like about Spyro's Adventure? And they kind of did. So I was like, well, that's interesting. Let's try playing the rest of the game. And I beat the game. Like I said, Chaos's boss fight, while it was cool, thankfully it wasn't nearly as hard as his fight in Spyro's Adventure. But, so likewise, I watched the Crash episode kind of first, I think. I maybe watched the first, 3 episodes chronologically. And then I just stopped and went, okay, I'm not going to put it off any longer. Let me see the Crash episode so I can really just get to enjoy them in a TV show to some capacity. And then after that, I watched the whole season, first season. And then 2 and 3, as the seasons were rolling out, I did watch the show. And a part of me was kind of like, oh, damn, why'd they cancel it after season 3? I wanted to see season 4 because they were actually going to give us lore, like the Skylanders' take of Spyro's origin story with the dragons. And Crash and Coco didn't go through a portal at the end. They went back with the rest of the group after their fight or whatever. So that told me that they were going to come back. Crash and Coco were going to stay as kind of little secondary-ish characters to the group. That would have been fucking awesome. I definitely wanted to see more of them. Coco only had the 1 episode. And I really, really dug the way they portrayed her. Although now it's kind of awkward because she was voiced by Tara Strong. Anyway. Well, wait, Nationverse. If you're talking about Skylanders never reference Sparks, he is in the games. He's like a little add-on. I don't know what he does because I don't have that figure, but he is an add-on. And he's got his own figure you can buy. He's not a fully playable character, but I think he does something or other. I don't know what he does. I don't know if Raz knows or whatever. Yeah. The first game's DLC. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Sparks is there. The only Spyro-ish things like Spyro the Dragon or Legend of Spyro, like I said, that's represented in Skylanders is Malefor in the show, Cinder, obviously Spyro, and Sparks, and that dude Auric looks like Moneybags. And his name starting with AU, because AU is gold on the periodic table. So he's wholeheartedly a reference to Moneybags. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and the sheep. The constant, sheep hate. Or sheep being funny towards what's his name or whatever. The little mole guy, what's his name? I forget his name, but, his, ever-loving or ever-growing hatred for sheep. It's kind of a Spyro thing first. Sparks Act is similar to Spyro 3, where he follows you around and works like a turret. A turret? Holy shit. Shooting his laser. Oh, his laser's from Spyro 3. Okay, I see. That's fucking funny. Fucking sentry. Deploy Sparks. That's pretty funny. I could talk for hours about it. I feel like you're not the only one. Matt, Kingdom Wayfinder could. Who else? Probably Voice Legend could. What I am actively irritated about, however, and this admittedly irritates me more than it should, is that it started that amiibo crap that I hate. Why? Why do you hate amiibos? Amiibos, the reason why amiibos are still around now and not the other Toys to Life stuff is because they were multi-purpose and Nintendo was strategic about how they released them. Everyone else just kind of went, boom, take all these characters, you need like at least 7 to play the fucking game. And it's like, oh, alright. By the way, they're fucking $15 a piece. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay, we're vibing, we're chatting. Let me just, someone had told me that he was like related to one of the guys. That should be like right there. I mean, we should be good. Are we fine? Holy shit. Yeah, I think I'm getting sick. I'm feeling it all up in my nose, and that's how it starts. God damn it. Then comes the cough, and then I have like a sore throat, and I'll have to start taking fucking cough drops and shit. Ugh. Why did I call this Synth City? I'm looking at my fucking audio settings. What the? I'm very confused. I'm confusion. Here, pausing music. Music's gonna go on mute. The whole desktop is gonna go on mute. I need to hear back the stream. I need to hear what's making it so loud. Why is it so loud? Oh, no, we're not leaving just yet. If you guys want to chat, we can chat for a little bit. I'm going to leave soon, but not right now. Yeah, was it really that loud? I'm trying to go back through the stream. Not sure what Sparks' purpose was in Legend. Yeah, but since he has a health bar, I mean, I feel because he was the sidekick character. I mean, in Legend they made them like brothers in a way. He's the comedic relief. Oh yeah, why the hell is what is that? We're just gonna turn that down. That was weird. Oh, because this is a fucking video, that's why. It's because it's a video. I should have rendered this video out with no audio. Okay, I'll have to do that next time. I haven't used this screen in so long. So, if you guys remember the old screen, I did use this, like, vibing, like, chat screen, like, 1 or 2 other times in the past. But that was when I had, like, crunchy GIFs playing instead of, like, video loops. So, when I kind of retooled everything slightly, I brought in, like, the original video forms of, like, my other, like, this shit. But for this, it was just a GIF. So I was like, I need to get like a video of synth 80s shit. And then when I did, I forgot that it came with music and that shit was loud, and I apologize. That was really weird. I love having little plastic guys. Mine are all in a box somewhere. Actually, they're behind me. I know exactly where they are. But yeah, that was my bad. Deploy me at any point to ramble about Skylanders. I think if Skylanders was to continue, they can't include Spyro because he has his own series, and that would confuse things. Unless they have him as a guest character. But even then, that'd be weird. I mean, I would... Okay, the first thing I would want for them to do, of course, is have them redesign him to look distinct from Reignited Spyro, but not ugly, like the current Skylander Spyro looks. If anything, I of the Skylander's looks that he's had throughout that run, I liked the way he looked in the show. It was still weird, just from a general Spyro design perspective, but it didn't look ugly, like outright disgusting. To me, the other ones did. And then after doing that, just give him more shit to do. It could be a different way to see him. It kind of reminds me of what they were going to do with Sonic Boom. They wanted the whole, like, okay, here are the Sonic Team Sonic games, and then here are the fucking Sonic Boom games, and then that didn't happen. That's a whole can of worms I don't want to talk about right now. But, and not for the reasons you may think. Because I actually somewhat defend Sonic Boom. Well, I do defend Sonic Boom because it wasn't, a Big Red Button's fault. Anyway. Okay, well, if we don't have much left to chat about... Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. I actually really liked and still like Crash's Titans Man over Mutant look. I was looking back at those character designs with Miharu recently, like a couple of days or like a week ago. Oh shit. I like them. I really like those looks. Because it was something different. It was something experimental, I feel. I like the idea of making Gil-Grunt the main Skylander character, like the game sort of tried to do. He seemed like a good fit. Hardened, grizzled, and a good leader. Yeah, besides Spyro, I don't even know who I would fucking... Yeah, because I don't... Yeah, I obviously don't know them like you do, so I don't know who would make a good, like, leader that wasn't Spyro. Love his original note, that's why I'm thankfully changing back. Well, I mean, that's more than what I can say for everyone who hates the Crash 4 design. Because they're like, it's too different. Like, how is it too different? All those designs were inspired by the classic designs of all those characters, so... When it comes to Crash's designs, it's a whole fucking mess. I was supposed to make a video about that, and I didn't, but a part of me still wants to. So maybe you'll see that type of a video dissecting why people say the things they do about Crash's different designs. I might do a video about that after all. We'll see. It might be a December or 2024 video, because I've got a lot more I'm doing right now on both this channel and vid games, so I don't know. Would you play Croc if they did a remaster of it? Well, I had the first Croc as a kid, but I never got very far in it, so yeah, I would definitely play... There are plans. There are apparently plans to remake Croc, so if we see that start to materialize, I will definitely play it. I want to get that Tomba fucking remake they're doing. Or is it a remaster? I think it might be just a remaster. I can't remember. But, yeah, I want to play Tomba when it comes out. Gilgran has the most figures out of every character on the roster, and he was a pretty important recurring character in the novels. They're really trying to push him as the main guy. If that's the case, then yeah, it surely sounds like it. Okay, dudes, it is 4 o'clock. It feels like Eruptor is being pushed. Yeah, you know what? It does feel like that. Especially because he was the one that they brought in for that Skylanders cameo in Crash 4. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, yeah, the Macy's float, which is what inspired them to put him in like that in Crash 4. He was also in novels. Yeah. Plus Mike voiced him. Mike Ehrmantraut. You can't go wrong when Mike Ehrmantraut voices your character. Fucking Mike. What's his real name? I'm forgetting the actor's actual name. I just know him as Mike from Breaking Bad. Alright, dudes. It's 4 o'clock. I am gonna eat. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna see if I can get to work. Get more work done on Miharu's video. And we'll be back. When are we gonna be back? Let's see. When am I streaming again? We are streaming again this coming Monday on the 6th. We'll, assuming Miharu isn't going to be busy, don't know actually, we'll be playing more Banjo-Tooie. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're getting pretty close to the end of Banjo-Tooie. I need to get up to 70 jiggies. And we're like in the 40s already, I think. We're coming close up, very close to 50 jiggies. So that's about where I stopped last time I played Banjo-Tooie blind. So I'm determined more than ever now to have that game finally completed. Or by completed, I mean just beaten without like everything. But I want to at least try and beat the game. and see if we can do that on stream, and it'll be a lot of fun. Let's do Jacques again. Jacques Quiz. So, I would definitely say, yeah, if you guys are into Banjo, don't miss Banjo Tooie. Also, over on Twitch, next Wednesday, we've got Doom Eternal. And we have one bank and another team takedown in Rumble on Thursday. Next Thursday, that is. So, we will do all that. And I'll be working on my Spyro video soon. So there's a lot planned. Definitely tune in. Give us a follow on the good old Twitch if you want to hit those incentives. I very much appreciate it. Also, we are very close to 3,800 subscribers. So I would definitely recommend doing the little subscribble. It'll be a good time. We have a lot more stuff coming up soon. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this back as a video, thanks for watching to the very end. Everyone with us right now, thanks for chatting with me after playing some Spyro 2. Happy 24th anniversary to Spyro 2, the OG. It was a lot of fun. Until then, I'm Mark. I'll see you guys later, and take care.